Shalom, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Kakadash, and Abalanos to the elder apostles, elder bishops, and brothers of Duggan Great Millstone. Salutations to the Ophi. This is your brother Rai Banyamia here to share another lesson. Haven't figured the title of this lesson yet, but I'm going to read a article on bank closures that is happening, and it is being subtly because it is not always the big major banks, but the smaller ones that, combine, there's a lot of people, but it would not make major news like your Chase, your Bank of America, so on and so forth. So it would be in terms of like your small local or credit union banks. So firstly, I'd like to start off with the scripture in the book of Habakkuk, the second chapter, the third verse. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So even though things are slow to happen, slow to come about, everything is predestined and planned by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Kakadash to happen. And these things he tells the prophets. Let me see if I could find that. I believe it's in the book of Amos 3 and verse 6. Okay, next portion of scripture says, shall the trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord had not done it? Surely the Most High God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets, right? That's in verse 7. Amos 3 and verse 7. So the Most High, before he does anything, he revealed it to the prophets. And I remember seeing some old clips of the elder apostles, and they in New York. They spoke about when the MOTB is close to being implemented, a lot of banks and stuff, would be shut down, would be closed out, So I'm going to read this article, share a few more scriptures at the end and close it out. So Lord willing, it be edifying unto the elect. So as per the business news, the U.S. Sun, by Denaya Bartholomew, it says 7 banks are set to close down 42 locations for good, and Americans will have limited access to basic services. So as you all been seeing these last 2 years, the investment that would go into people and services has been severely decreased. The money that would be put into schools, housing, health insurance, road and infrastructure, all these things have been severely decreased over the past 2 years. So one would say, if the population is going up and people are using, the health services, the roads, so on and so forth, in a record number, why are they decreasing the investment, into education as well, into these things? It is because they know, the elite, they no longer have use for you people, right? They see the people as goyim, cattle, right, that need to be limited, that need to be cut off. You understand? I was reading an article today that they talk about restricting people CO2, the travel, the gasoline and stuff like that, so they are going to restrict people to these 50-minute cities, man, where movement and stuff would be limited. All right, so this place is getting ready to be a dystopian society, and they are trying quickly to bring it about. So continuing on, it says major U.S. banks have revealed that they are shutting down many of their branches, leaving customers worried about losing their services. And not only that, the job numbers, the number of people that is not working is going to go up. You understand? Because not only are tellers, but there are people behind the scene in management that are also employed by these banks. It says 7 different US banks have announced that they will be closing 42 of their local branches, sparking major concern amongst Americans. And below it says Bank of America announced that it was closing 4 of its branches. That's just one amongst many. All right. It says Chase has filed to shut down 4 branches as well. PNC Bank made 19 filings for closures between November 12th and November 18th, majorly impacting those who live in Pennsylvania, Illinois, and Texas, according to the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, the OCC. While customers were shocked that this was only the beginning of the bank closures across the United States, U.S. Bank would soon follow up and notify the agency of plans to cut 7 of its locations, with 3 being in Tennessee. Citizens Bank, on the other hand, plans to get rid of its New York locations, while Bank of America and JP Morgan Chase said they would each shutter 4 of its locations. Huntington and Sterling filed the least of all 4 of the banks, only shutting down 1 of their branches. This has been a tough year for brick-and-mortar banks, as 1,144 national and regional banks were closed between January 1st and July 31st across 49 states, according to data from S&P. 51% of consumers have revealed they have growing concerns about the number of banks that are closing their branches, Daily Mail revealed. When most banks close one of their branches, they need to notify the OCC. The OCC understands the importance of bank branches and is committed to supporting access to banking services in all communities, a spokesperson for the agency told the publication. However, while banks are required to notify the OCC, they don't have the right to stop the institution from shutting down its branches, which could lead to some communities not having a local bank. And that brings us to the end of the article. So the investment into human services is gone, man. So what are they going to use next? They're going to use these different pestilences, all right, and chaos, right? Things like grid down, blackouts, they may use some earthquakes, before the MOTB happen. And with these wars that is going to go on around the earth, and a civil war here is going to be total chaos and destabilization, But a lot of people, they would see these articles, and because they are not being affected immediately, it's business as usual to them. They are no longer, concerned, with these things. But the scriptures tell us to be not ignorant of anything in a great or small matter, But this is the time to be vigilant, man. I'll close with that. Now is not the time to be ignorant and to be playing around. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, "Be not ignorant of anything in a great or small matter." Right? So those that are affected, this would be considered great unto them. But those that are far away and have nothing to do with it, it would be considered a light matter to them. So henceforth, we need to be vigilant and always watching being good stewards, being good watchmen to warn our people. So, Lord willing, this quick alert, this quick news was edifying unto elect, to get you to be alert and to pray and rely upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for all your needs. So, shalom until the next time. Shalom.